You are looking at an area of space that we have never been able to see into before. 1.5 billion objects are hidden in this area of the universe from our view. It contains more than 80,000 galaxies and millions of newborn stars. But what is blocking our view? It's a veil of dust covering the universe. It's so thick that even visible light cannot pass through it. Only infrared light can penetrate this cosmic fog. And for the first time ever, scientists have used a huge telescope to capture a map of the Milky Way in infrared light. Let's look at the amazing infrared map of the universe and uncover the secrets of the cosmos. It seems like we know our galaxy pretty well. For thousands of years, humans have looked up at the night sky and mapped out the positions of the stars. With the advent of modern technology, we've been able to study our galaxy in much greater detail. However, there are still many things about the Milky Way that we don't know. In fact, there are parts of our galaxy that we can't even see. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light-years across and contains hundreds of billions of stars. But most of these stars are in like a flat pancake, and the Earth is in the middle of it. Well, not technically in the middle, but in it. But the trouble is that this pancake is surrounded by a huge cloud of gas and dust. And this dust blocks our view of what's beyond it. We can only see the stars that are close enough to us, and above or below this pancake. But what if we could see beyond the dust cloud? What if we could map out the stars and galaxies that are hidden from our view? That would give us an unprecedented view of our galaxy and the universe as a whole. And that's exactly what's being done with the European Southern Observatory's VISTA telescope. The ESO's Very Large Telescope, or VLT, is one of the world's most advanced telescopes. It's located in the Chilean desert and consists of 4 26-meter diameter telescopes. One of the telescopes, called VISTA, is dedicated to infrared astronomy. Infrared light is invisible to the human eye, but it is incredibly useful for astronomers because it can penetrate dust clouds that obscure our view in visible light. By using infrared light, astronomers can see things that are otherwise hidden from view. VISTA has just completed a survey of the Milky Way that completely changed our understanding of our galaxy. The survey, called the VIDRA Galactic Infrared Survey, or VIDRA for short, is the first ever infrared map of the galaxy. It's so detailed that scientists will be able to study things in the Milky Way that they've never been able to before. One of the most exciting things about the survey is that it has revealed a wealth of new information about the structure of the Milky Way. Scientists have been able to map out the distribution of gas and dust in the galaxy, and they've also found a lot of new stars that are being born. The survey has also revealed some very interesting features in the galaxy. For example, it's revealed a huge bubble-like structure in the gas of the Milky Way. This bubble is about 1,000 light-years across, and it is thought to have been created by a supernova, a massive explosion that occurs when a star dies. The survey has also revealed a lot of other interesting features in the galaxy, such as giant shells of gas and dust that are thought to have been created by the winds of dying stars. These features are all very interesting in their own right, but they also give scientists an unprecedented view of how the galaxy works. The survey was led by Argentinian astrophysicist Dante Minetti, who is based at the Argelander Institute for Astronomy at the University of Bonn in Germany. The survey took 3 years to complete and involved more than 100 researchers from around the world. The data was processed by a team of scientists at the European Southern Observatory. The results of the survey were published in a series of papers in the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics. So what does all this mean? What have scientists actually discovered? Well, for starters, they've found that the Milky Way is a lot more active than we thought. There's a lot more star formation going on than we expected. This is because the survey revealed a lot of young stars that are being born in the galaxy. These stars are hot and bright, and they emit a lot of infrared light. Scientists are now able to study these stars and learn more about how stars form. They're also able to study the gas and dust that's being used to make new stars. This is important because it gives us an insight into the chemical activity that's going on in the galaxy. Another thing that the survey has revealed is that the Milky Way is a lot more violent than we thought. There's a lot of gas and dust being thrown around the galaxy. This is because there are a lot of massive stars in the Milky Way that are in the late stages of their life cycle. These stars are unstable and they often explode as supernovas. When this happens, they throw a lot of gas and dust into space. This gas and dust then forms new stars and planets. So the cycle of life and death of stars continues. One of the most exciting things about the survey is that it's revealed a lot of things that we've never seen before. For example, it's revealed a lot of structures in the galaxy that we've never seen before. These structures are made up of gas and dust, and they give us an insight into the dynamics of the galaxy. It's also revealed a lot of individual objects that we've never seen before. These objects are very faint, and they would be impossible to see with a regular telescope. But because VISTA is an infrared telescope, it's able to see things that are otherwise invisible to us. One of the things that VISTA saw was the Trifid Nebula. It's about 3,000 light-years away, and is one of the largest nebulae in the Milky Way. It's a great place to study star formation because it's home to dozens of young star clusters. These star clusters are like factories for making stars. They're huge clouds of gas and dust that collapse to form stars. VISTA was able to see through the dust of the nebula and reveal the stars that are being born inside of it. This is important because it gives us an insight into one of the most fundamental processes in the universe, the birth of stars. Here you can see the Trifid Nebula in more detail. The bright stars in the image are young stars that are still in the process of forming. They're surrounded by disks of dust and gas. This is the material that they're made of. As the stars form, they emit ultraviolet radiation that blasts the surrounding gas away. This creates the bubble-like structure that you see in the image. Inside the bubbles are glowing clumps of gas. This is the material that's still left to be turned into stars. The stars in the image are hot and massive. They're several times the size of our sun. They'll live fast and die young. They'll explode as supernovas and throw their material back into the galaxy. This material will be used to make new stars and planets. So the cycle of life and death of stars will continue. This is the first time we've ever been able to see this process in such detail. VISTA has captured the birth of stars in all of its glory. The colors in the image are also very interesting. The red and orange areas are where there's a lot of dust. This is because the gas in these areas is opaque. It's impossible for light to pass through it. The green and blue areas are where there's less dust. This is because the gas in these areas is transparent. Light can pass through it. The black areas are where there's no gas. This is because the gas has been blown away by the radiation of the stars. What we're seeing here is the raw material of the universe, gas and dust being turned into stars and planets. This is the process that created the universe as we know it. And now we're able to see it in all of its glory, thanks to the VISTA telescope. The work of the VISTA telescope is truly groundbreaking. The survey that it just completed is the first of its kind, and it's completely changed our understanding of the Milky Way. We now know that our galaxy is a lot more active, violent, and dynamic than we thought. We also know that there's a lot more going on in the galaxy than we were aware of. Thanks to the VISTA telescope, we're now able to see things that have never been seen before. We're now able to study the birth of stars in all of its glory. The work of the VISTA telescope is an incredible achievement of human ingenuity, and it's just the beginning of our exploration of the universe. Who knows what other wonders we'll find out there? But one thing is for sure, it'll be an incredible journey. If you liked this video, check out my other content where I bring you the latest news from the world of space exploration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.